NBA content and articles that we have over there. You know what we're trying to do, man. It's me and my guy Blackjack today. We're trying to get to some cheddar, man. We're trying to cash some tickets, man. Just like every day, we're trying to build. We're trying to build an empire here, man. We're trying to build a freaking pyramid built out of money. Blackjack, what's up, my guy? Everything cool with you?
Everything is fantastic, brother. Sitting here looking at these games. Got a lot going on tonight. We're going to jump in. We're going to find some wins.
Exactly. Find some wins, find some value, man. That's what it's all about. We got people in the chat. They're going crazy, man. People in the chat been waiting for a while. It's like 50 people already in there, like 30 minutes for the show even go on. They just in there talking some stuff. Guy in there named Jay, they thought he was me in there and stuff. So they're like, that's Jay Moneyline. So I saw y'all. I saw y'all in the chat, tripped out. Yep, the Nets, they go down versus, just recap yesterday real quick. I had a little something small on the Nets there. They looked horrific. The defense, I mean, that was a stupid play. I'll tell that myself. I had something small, but that was a dumb play there. The Nets get smacked up. I mean, we'll go into depth, but I mean, I was telling Blackjack right before the show that there was a play, DeAndre Jordan, he let Plumlee go right to the basket. I had to rewind the TV to make sure that the foul wasn't called or something, or dead. It was a dead ball. Like, that's how it looked. DeAndre Jordan just literally let him go right past him. Oh, it's just, go ahead, 2 points, no problem. Get out of here, man. DeAndre, bro, what did the Nets do? Why did they trade for James Harden? Why? You had a much better team, defensive team. You just need Kyrie and KD. Why you going to get hard? You literally messed up everything. I'm glad it's happening to him. I'm sorry, guys. Knicks, they get the job. Official show play for me was yesterday was Knicks +6, so we cashed that one. Get the cash with the Knicks there. They only lose by 2, 96-98 versus the Heat. That game went going way under the Pelicans. Told you guys about the Pelicans. They went and smacked up the Rockets there yesterday. That was a nice one there, 130-101. The Warriors, I did have some on the Warriors yesterday. They ended up getting some revenge there. I know they threw a little head fake with Draymond Green being questionable, but he ended up playing. They won by 20, 114-91. The Jazz smack up the Celtics. Jaylen Brown came in, and they still could. Jaylen Brown was their best player by far. He had 20 points in the first half, and then they couldn't get it done. Jazz pulled away there in that one. The Magic couldn't get it done. Did have Vucic over 25. He got it done in that one. And then the 76ers, they end up beating the Kings. Kings, their 8-0 ATS streak end up getting snapped. Blackjack, anything pointed out to you yesterday? Did you see how bad the Nets defense was, or anything else that you saw popped out to you yesterday?
I mean, listen, we've talked about this I don't know how many times, brother, right? I mean, that's why I made this $1,000 bet with Junior. That's probably why Junior's not here today, because he knows what I was going to say about the Nets. He knew it, and he just didn't want to hear it, and I don't blame him. I wouldn't want to hear it either. But you said it. The trade for Harden was a mistake. I think we both said it when the trade happened. You gave away all of your size, all of your depth for a piece that was you already had those pieces. You didn't need it. He didn't add anything else to the team. Like it was unbelievable, the thought process that James Harden is going to put us over the top when we've got Kyrie Irving and we've got Kevin Durant. Well, all Harden adds is 30 shots a night. I'm sorry. That's what he adds. It didn't make sense to me. You've mortgaged your entire future, all of your depth, all of your size. This blows up in the Nets' face, in my opinion. I genuinely think it. I think 2 years from now, Kevin Durant's getting the hell out of Brooklyn.
Oh, yeah. I bet you and I wanted to talk about that. I bet you KD, it's crazy that you say that, because I'm thinking last night, bro, KD, I bet you I should have went to the Knicks. Mm-hmm. Hey, the Knicks stacked over there. They got one of the best benches in the league right now. They play defense, got a new coach. I bet you KD's damn, bro, I should have went to the Knicks, man. I went to the wrong Brooklyn squad. They look nice. You don't think
that Kevin Durant is already thinking that this may have been a mistake with Kyrie Irving disappearing for 2 weeks, okay? Trading for James Harden and Irving allegedly not getting along right now. Kevin Durant's got to be sitting here saying, who's going to look good in 2 years?
Yeah. Now, some people are saying this. I'm off today. It's my first time being able to watch the show. What's up, Benny? What's up, Sam? I see you guys in here. Lucky Mio, what up, my guy? He say Nets tonight. That's what Lucky Mio say. He say Nets, drunken boxing NBA. What's up, my guy? Yeah, Nets are fade. Exactly, bro. Damn Blackjack. Now, what's up, Nairobi? Piven, that's my guy there. Alvin Smith. This Nets team is trash now, for real, though. What's up, Joe Flo? What's up, 420 Fuego? I don't know how to say your name. Gurjap. I hope that's Gurjap. What up, Eric Chain? We got Jay in there. What up, Jay? JT, Lil Knicks. Not for real. I guarantee you, Kevin Durant's like, I probably should have second guessed this. Or when we got Harden and they told me all the players we got to go, I probably should have been like, no, just leave his ass over there. You send him to the Pistons or something. Hey, send Harden to the Pistons, man. Get your ass up out of here. I bet you won't. Well, he'll still find a way to party in Detroit, but hey, Harden with the Pistons or something, send his ass to the Wizards or something. Send him back with Westbrook.
There you go.
Hey, that would have been messed up, man. But let's get to it today. We got that was some funny shit right there. The Raptors versus Wizards here, Blackjack. The Raptors been somewhat hot here. They're getting back, building some steam. But they got the Celtics on deck tomorrow. In theory, a huge look-ahead spot for me. What you got here, my guy?
I'm going to take Toronto. I'm going to lay the 6 here. I think you're right. The Raptors have been playing better. They had that loss to Atlanta on Saturday. But other than that, in their 4 out of their last 5 here, nice win against Memphis. They had the win against Brooklyn. They've looked better. They've looked like they're starting to kind of round into form. We know what the Wizards are. Trash. They're trash. So I'm going to go with the Raptors here and say that they don't use this as a look-ahead spot, but rather a tune-up game.
Yeah, it could be. The Raptors won 4 straight. Not 4 straight. They won 4 out of 5. They've covered 4 out of 5 games. Well, they did take that loss versus Atlanta. I was on the Hall, so I'm glad. But, bounce back versus Memphis. Scary thing is, so Kyle Lowry did go out in that game. When he went out, they allowed Memphis to come back in. I mean, they did show some fight, though, because even though Memphis came back and took like a 4-point lead, the Raptors still ended up winning that game by 15. And, you know what I'm saying, took the lead back and then just took away with it. So they showed me a lot there. Even without Lowry, he didn't come back in the game. This is the 5th game of their road trip, and then the last one tomorrow. If I was taking the Raptors here, and they are the much better defensive team, the Wizards are the better offensive team, though I must say their offense is a lot more fluid than the Raptors' offense. If they're missing Lowry here, they could really hurt. They are the much better defensive team. They bring that lockdown defense. I could say maybe come in here and cover their first half, but full game, I can't say I can only. It's not that I can only look towards the Wizards, but with this number, home dog here plus the 5, the way the Wizards never give up, they had the rest advantage here, in my opinion. You have that look ahead angle for, like, if I was here full game, it is the first game back at the house for the Wizards. But like I say, they've had a day off or whatever. I kind of like the Wizards here plus the 5. It was at 5.5 earlier this morning. Kind of got hit down. If Lowry's out, I feel like I'll have to put something on the Wizards there plus the full game. It's just one of those things I had. They might get OG back tonight too. The Raptors might get OG back, but in my opinion, this is a winnable game for the Wizards. I think they match up well versus the Raptors. They don't play enough defense, but we'll see tonight what they can do. The Raptors are a type of team that the Wizards, like, they hate to see a type of team like the Wizards just because their offense is so fluent. It would be interesting to see if the Raptors can bring that championship defense here tonight. Like, I'll leave it at that, because if they do, then this game will go under. If you like Raptors, you like under. If you like Wizards, then you like over. It's just that simple. So the money's been coming in on the over here steadily this morning. Opened at 229.5. It's up to 234 now. So a lot of people liking that over. Be interested if the Raptors can keep it going, or if the Wizards can kind of, can steal the game here at the house. They're only 2-7 at the house, 3-7 against the spread. So be interested. Well, no, that's 3-6 against the spread at the house. So they're home dog here. I do think this is one that could be barking, man. I must say, I think the Wizards here are going to come to play. They're +5, that's the home dog. I know, Blackjack, you don't like it, but that Celtics game means a whole lot more to the Raptors tomorrow. And think if you see Lowry sit this one out, there's going to be all the more reason. Like, there's a lot bigger game for them that they get up for, motivational-wise, psyche-wise. They know, they're looking at the schedule. We got Celtics tomorrow. We might save a little bit of energy in the second half for Delaware. So if I was taking the Raptors here, I'd look toward them for the first half. Full game, I like the Wizards there in that full game spot, my guy. Let's get to the next one, Blackjack. What they liking in the chat. My guy Joker say Wizards pulling off the upset. I like it. What's up, Mally Mal? I see you. What Mally say? He liking the over. No, somebody else say they liking the over. JB bugging sometimes. Hey, it happens, man. Jay, not when Russell back. Yeah, they are a different team when Russell's back. It's crazy. Wizards play better without him, but still. It's still, man. I think this is a little spot for him at the house. I'm not taking Wizards though. I'll tell you. It's just a lean. It's just a lean right now. Next one, Blackjack. We got the Hawks versus Mavs. Man, I don't know what to say about my Mavs team, man. This is my team. They will be, but I'm not laying points with them. I actually, if this is a revenge spot for the Hawks, the Mavs do always seem to own them, but Hawks are nothing for me in this one. My Mavs, they don't know how to close out games. And the last time they beat the Hawks, it was an absolute must-win spot for them. It's not necessarily the same motivational game, in my opinion. This time, Hawks come in here, the more rested team. They had 3 days off. You know what I'm saying, Blackjack? Revenge spot. What you thinking here? Mavs off a couple of wins. Still 1-9 ATS last 10.
I want to ask you a question, Jay, because this is your team. I look at this game, and I'm with you. I lean to the Mavs, but I have a hard time laying points with them. But this total, 232, the Mavericks don't play games under this number. I mean, they just don't. One in their last 7 has gone under this number? I mean, like, do you see anything that would indicate this game goes under 232?
Well, I don't. So the Hawks had the thing is with the Mavs, they've been playing a lot faster. So it's the thing is in this game. So let's see when the last time they played, what was the score? The last time they played was 122-116. So I mean, it's definitely it would be over nothing for me. You guys know I'm not a big total guy. I don't even cap the totals like this just because it's just in my opinion it's just such a total crapshoot. But I mean sometimes like Nets totals. I mean we know certain teams it's overs or nothing. The way the Mavs are playing now, their offense isn't as stagnant. They're really starting to push the pace a lot more. So when you watch the games or whatever, that's something that you kind of, you know what I'm saying, get a feel for. They're playing a lot faster. So I can only look towards their under here. I mean, I can only look towards the over there, Blackjack. You said some. Are you going with the over in this game?
I'm taking it because I think that you hit the nail on the head. The Mavericks are playing fast. They look like they're starting to maybe get a little more confidence. I kind of like the way they've played the last couple of times. The Hawks do still have injury issues. There's no doubt about that, right? They've got those problems. But when you got Trae Young back there, you know, he's capable of putting up a lot of points on any given night. And with the way the Mavericks play, it's going to leave them susceptible to possible fast breaks going the other way. I think 232 is just, for these two teams, it's not a crazy number. I'm going over.
Exactly. Yeah, I couldn't talk you off that, man. I could not talk you off that. Yeah, it's the Mavs have been playing a lot better, guys. But just to tell you the way I look at things, I mean, they're up 20. They should have won that Timberwolves game by 30 points. And the fact that you didn't have any fight, it's like they have zero killer instinct in them. I'm watching Luka. He still looks a lot heavier than he was last year. He's not really hustling back to back. This team just looks all out of sorts, man. Another thing, the coach that we lost to the Rockets, the head coach for Rockets, he was pretty much the offensive coordinator for the Mavericks, man. They really seem like they missing him. Carlisle, I don't think it was just all him the success. He's missing some of those assistant coaches over there, man. He seemed like he's not really been able to motivate them. They're coming out of the third quarter. They up 20. They're not really, you know what I'm saying, putting their foot down. They should have put their foot down on the Timberwolves coming out of the halftime, and they did the exact opposite. Got all complacent. I'm all the way off my Mavs team. They are the Bears squad. They seem to own the Hawks, but there's no way I'm laying points with the Mavs right now. That's why I said maybe taking points with them in a dog roll where they, you know what I'm saying, trying to come in to win where they're motivated. Here, after 2 straight wins, days off, you've been at the house. I'm not saying that the Mavs can't get it done. It's just for me, after that last game, it was a smack spot, Timberwolves, and you let Malik Beasley come there and score 25 on you in the fourth quarter, man. And they were just happy to get the win. I hated what I saw from my Mavs in the last game, man. I'm not playing this game. I'll watch it as a fan. I always want my Mavs to win, man. Let's get to the next one. Blackjack. We got the Pacers versus the Nets here. Pacers versus Nets, man. Who out there taking the Nets today, man? Who out there laying? It opened up at 2. It got smacked down pretty much immediately. I know they had Pacers minus plus 110 earlier, and then that's gone. Went to the minus 105 money line. I know you were saying that you was kind of leaning the Nets, Blackjack. I just want to know, you know what I'm saying, what's going on? What's up with the Nets? Are they going to get it done?
First thing I want to say is I might have to have Junior throw, 20% of that finals bet your way, because you talked me off the Nets here, and I think I'm going to owe you for that. I was initially leaning the Nets. Yeah, I was, because this is a team that's got, 2 of the top 10 players playing in the NBA today. And they're going to start tonight for them. They've lost 3 games in a row, including getting their doors blown off by the Pistons last night. Like, Indiana is an okay team, but I'm sorry, I don't think Indiana's very good. They play hard. They're fine. But if the Nets are really trying to win this game, they should win this game. The problem is, as you pointed out to me, Jay, they have no interest in playing defense. Zero. They will just let you do whatever you want to them. It's kind of sad to watch. You feel almost dirty watching it, because they're just being violated repeatedly by their opponents, and they're okay with it. It's degrading to the game of basketball. I would say degrading to the city of Brooklyn, but anyone who's been to Brooklyn knows that's not true. It's awful. So I thank you for talking me out of it. Steer clear of the Nets. They're a train wreck on defense. You can't bet them.
Don't take Nets until they have their big 3. When KD's out there, they seem to play a whole lot more. Like, when he's not even in the arena or over there on the bench watching, they really seem not to care. It's like, oh, KD wants to see this because he knows they're their best player. They kind of treat him like, oh, if he's there, we got to play up to whatever. But, guys, when I tell you I see DeAndre Jordan, letting Plumlee go, they're letting guys go and do whatever the hell they want. I know Kyrie came back from a little one-game absence. He was rusty at first, ended up getting 27. But, I mean, him and Harden together is just not the tandem that you want. Harden or KD or Kyrie or KD, just one of those. Like I say, me personally, there's no way in hell they should have got rid of Jared Allen, Taurean Prince. Those are 2 best defenders on the team. I mean, you're letting go you let LeVert go. I mean, what are you doing? All this for Harden? For you guys to get worse? No, guys. Right now, I mean, I understand. I see people chat saying buy low spot for the Nets. I understand people are not that high on the Pacers. These guys, the Pacers just almost beat the Jazz, man. Seriously, at the house. They just lost that game by 8 points. They were literally in it to win that game. You see how even the Celtics looks worth the Jazz yesterday. Them boys came to play. If they play the way they did versus the Jazz, in my opinion, the Pacers will win this game handily. I know that people with the Nets, I know they've been bickering and all this, but anything, I mean, with them fighting together, in this particular team, Kyrie and Harden, you don't want them fighting or not being on the same page or one of them ball hogging more than each other. There's just not those 2 type of players that can talk it out with each other. They need motivation. They will probably need KD to come in and you know what I'm saying? They'll probably listen to him to get those 2 together. No, I'm sorry. They're both head cases. Them 2 to get no. Hell no. I'm not taking the Nets here. Pacers are nothing for me. I'm pretty sure I'll have some on the Pacers. It's not even necessarily a fate of the Nets. The Pacers have lost 3 straight games as well. So I mean, the Nets have lost 3 straight, but it's their defense. The Pacers, they just kind of sort of, I ain't say have bad luck. They play really good defense. The offense isn't always there. You lost to the Bucks by 20. You can't really blame them for that. It was a back-to-back spot. You lost versus the Pelicans. You was down by 16-17. Pelicans been playing really well. You stormed all the way back and lost that game by 1. The Pacers feel like they can beat anybody if they play like they did in that second half versus the Pelicans. You played a really good game versus the Jazz, had a chance to win there when the Jazz are just better than everybody else right now. Now you go and face this Nets team that didn't play a lick of defense. You just have to worry about stopping Harden and Kyrie. Come on, man. The Pacers can get this job done, and they shouldn't be underdogs here. They're being disrespected. I know they lost 3 in a row, a lot of people, but do not – I'm not going to say do not, but there's no way in hell I'm taking the Nets team in this form and on a back-to-back spot with the Pacers having the rest advantage. Everything points towards – I mean, I want to say that, but – in my opinion, the Pacers are the right side in this game, man. Simple. It's not even what I saw yesterday versus Nets. I think this is a nice spot for the Pacers to get a win. It's that simple. So I'll be watching that game good. Be interested to see how the Nets come out in that first quarter. Because if you can't beat the Pistons, I'm sorry. I know the Pistons play a lot better, but first game road trip, you was off 2 losses yesterday. You should have smacked the Pistons yesterday. I'm sorry. There's no way that you come out being down 18-6, start off the game. It was absolutely terrible showing. Pacers are a lot better than the Pistons, man. That's the only thing I'm going to say. Let's get to the next one, Blackjack. We got the Hornets versus the Grizzlies here. Grizzlies laying 4 points. I can't say it's pretty surprising to me to see Grizzlies laying 4. I know that they're going to be due for some positive regression, but if you're taking Grizzlies, you're really going out on a limb here, in my opinion.
Yeah,
everybody is on the Hornets. I can't say and they think it'll be easy, but this is one where I would be on the Hornets as well. I'm not betting the Grizzlies. They're lost 4 straight. They're missing Brandon Clark and Milton, and it's just not a type of team that can be missing those type of guys. I'm not laying 4 with Memphis here, Blackjack. What are you doing?
Yeah, I'm with you, right? Like, Charlotte feels like the right side here, but everyone and their brother is on the Hornets, and, like, I just don't love that. And it feels like when something looks that obvious to everyone in the known friggin' world that you should go the other way, but I just can't lay 4 with Memphis right now. Like, I can't do it. So to me, this game is a pass. But I mean, yeah, it doesn't make a lot of sense to me, Jay. I don't get it. I mean, we're looking at a Charlotte team that's, won 2 in a row, 3 out of 5. Memphis has not looked good lately. They seem to have really come back to earth. And yet we're laying 4 here with 2 teams the same rest. I mean, like, I don't know. I don't see it.
So I know some people are good. Some sharps going to be on the Memphis here. So Memphis does seem to own the Hornets. It is kind of just the way they play. But I really don't think some people really look at the injuries because, like I say, because even in that last game when they won 108-93, and I don't think the Grizzlies were necessarily in good form then, but they will still win and go beat the Hornets, which was a letdown spot for him. Brandon Clark was a plus 12 in that game. He had 15 points. Let's see, 4 boards, 3 assists. Let's see who else. The other players. So Milton didn't play in that game. So Milton didn't play, but still, it's just Grizzlies are one of those type of teams, guys. They really would miss Clark and Milton. They do a lot for this team. Not saying that they can't get it done here, but the Hornets are in better form. That's why the people are taking them and hopping on them plus 4. This is one where I don't understand the line. So sometimes the bookmakers get you with that. They kind of throw some bait out there, but I'm not taking. I know my guard Shark tells me if I say I cannot take the Grizzlies and I should be on the Hornets, it's Hornets or nothing for me. I truly believe the Hornets are the right side in this game. I truly believe they're going to beat this team. The Grizzlies are on a slide. Sometimes you see a team on a true slide. That's what the Grizzlies are on right now, and they're missing players. So just take into account they do play really good defense. They always play hard. Grizzlies never give up, and they are a really good coach team. Hornets are balling right now, man. LaMelo Ball, they're feeling it right now, guys. Hornets are nothing for me. I don't care. It's Hornets are nothing for me. It's Pacers are nothing for me. It's Wizards are nothing for me. It's Hawks are nothing for me. I don't care. It's what it is. That's what I think the right sides are. Next game up, man. Next game up. We got the Clippers here. Ooh. We got the Clippers here. Line opened up at 8.5. It was at 9 yesterday. I knew it wasn't going to be there this morning. Up to 10.5. It's up to 10.5. I understand. I know why. Clippers, they hadn't looked well. They hadn't looked. So they lost Paul George, Blackjack. They lost Paul George. They hadn't looked right since all the way right. Mm-hmm. Smack City tonight. Smack City spot. They hadn't lost 3 in a row all year. They've lost 2 in a row. They're not fucking losing 3 in a row here. They just lost to the Kings. Present a whole different type of matchup problem. They lost to the Celtics. They play really good defense. Present a whole different type of matchup problem. And first game without George. We're getting the Timberwolves here. Sorry to talk too much, but we're getting the Timberwolves here coming off of a 5-game road trip at the house. You saw how they looked versus the Mavs. Went out and got smacked by 20 in the first quarter, so we know it's possible. Timberwolves 5-0-1 ATS the last 6 games. This is a different spot. They're going up against a different beast, a defensively stifling team in the Clippers. If they don't have Paul George, might get Beverly back tonight. Smack City. I'm on Clippers first quarter minus 3.5. I'm on Clippers first half -6. I like the full game as well. That's the only one I hadn't taken yet, but I'm gonna be on Clippers full game -10, 10.5. Smack City trifecta spot. Going to get a haircut today with the Clippers. Blackjack. What are we doing?
Ooh, I like it. You got me fired up about this one now. Tell you what, you not only talked me out of the Nets, you talked me into the Clippers first quarter. I'm doing that 3.5. Clippers first quarter -3.5. I'm on it. I'm riding it with
the Clippers. Don't come out here and be up by 10 at the end of this first quarter. I'm going to have some question marks about them. So, well, this is another thing. So last year the Clippers went over to Timberwolves, and this was a terrible spot for them. They went and got their ass smacked, 142 to 115. I'm talking about they were laying 10 in that game. And this is a better Clippers team, in my opinion. They got their ass handed to them. I think Karl-Anthony Towns was in that game. I'm pretty sure he was, but regardless, it was an absolute no-show for them boys. Yeah, Karl-Anthony Towns did play in that game, and Russell didn't play, so it was just Karl-Anthony Towns. But still, they came in there and smacked him. I'm pretty sure they remember that the last time they were in Minnesota, they already got some revenge from the next time, 124. Beat them, smacked them up by 20 points. But if they remember anything about what happened the last time they were in Minnesota, when they got their ass handed to them, we'll see what happens. But not even that. They're off 2 straight losses. This is one of the better teams in the league. Even without Paul George, against a team like the Timberwolves, I feel like they could really defensively stifle them. Russell did go out with a little sore hip. In the last game, only played 5 minutes, didn't come back, so he possibly might not play here. But regardless, first game back at the house after that 5-game road trip. We got the Clippers here, pissed off, motivated. Everything matches up well. I like the matchups. First quarter, first half, full game, trifecta spot. I'm going to get a haircut. Got to line myself up as well with the Clippers, man. Clippers, that's the game that I've had circled, man. So nothing's guaranteed, my guys, but I like this one. This is the best look of the day for me. Trifecta spot with the Clippers, Smack City, as you guys like to know, I like to say. So it would be interesting to see. Beverly could possibly come back here. Karl-Anthony Towns could possibly come back here. Russell could possibly be out as well. Regardless, I'm already on this shit. Let's cash it. The total came down from 226.5 down to 223. So the under is getting slammed, guys. I really do think this is Clippers where they come out and don't let the Timberwolves get over 90 points. They have the defense to do it. Timberwolves don't have the offense to upset the Clippers here, in my opinion. They're one of those teams just out there playing basketball. Been covering the spreads, but if you saw versus the Mavs, the Clippers will put the hammer down. The Mavs couldn't. They were up 20 the whole game and couldn't put the hammer down. The Clippers will. The Clippers will, or type team will smack them up by 30. Yeah, I'm sorry, guys. That was enough, but it's a Clippers spot. Fuck all the bullshit. It's time to quit bullshit. All right. I'm sorry. Next game, Cavs versus Nuggets, Blackjack. Cavs versus Nuggets here. Nuggets laying 9.5. They are off 3 straight losses here. Did they get back right at the house, Blackjack?
Yeah, I think they do. This Nuggets team is too good to be this bad for the last few games. I think they come out, Cleveland. I don't think that Cleveland is awful. I mean, they're bad. They're bad. But they try, good for them, gold star. But I'm going to take the Nuggets first quarter here. I'm getting frisky with these first quarter lines today, Jay. First quarter, Denver -3. I think they come out hot.
Hey, I couldn't talk you off that. The Cavs are good. Cavs have been on a slide, guys. They did cash for me a nice bit. You know what I'm saying? The last game versus the Suns was mainly because Chris Paul was out. Like Chris Paul came in, they probably wouldn't have been that close. They still almost fucked off the cover. So I mean, they haven't covered the cover spread in 7 straight tries. Well, the closing spread for that Suns game. If you were on it, you should have got +7.5, +6.5, even +6. So I mean, that 5.5 was a late spread. So in my eyes, they're 1-6 ATS last 7, but still they've lost 4 straight games. The Cavs are still a good defensive team. The offense hadn't been there, so full game wise, I lean the Cavs here plus the double digits. I must say, like Nuggets, they necessarily hadn't been in good form. Not to say they won't come out pissed. They should. The Nuggets should come out here and really smack the Cavs. It's just. This is like their latest form. We saw the Nuggets kind of sort of go through spurts like this to where and they'll probably win this game, but I don't see them winning it by double digits. So if it was me, I have the Cavs written down as a potential play for me today. But yeah, I couldn't talk you off that first quarter. In theory, they should come out hot. We'll see how the Cavs. Let's see how they looked the last few times. So the last time they went to Denver, they won 111-103. It was on January 11, 2020. Let's see. Time before that, they lost by 22. Let's see. Time before that, they won. So, I mean, it seems like they know how to play in Denver. Just depends if they come to play today, man. I know the Suns kind of took it to them boys in that first quarter. So, if the Nuggets come out motivated like they should, you should get the cash with that one, my guy. Let's get to the next one. Who we got here? We got Bucks versus Suns, my guy. Bucks versus Suns. Intriguing game. Chris Paul's still questionable. He probably will play, though. So if you like the Suns, you go ahead and get on that now. Chris Paul's likely not. It is hamstring, but is likely not missing this game. They still had other player like Jay Crowder on the injury report, Nader and Saric as well. I think Saric and Payne are out already. So Crowder, Nader, and Paul are all questionable. I'd almost say that Crowder and Paul probably playing this game. Like, this is a huge game for the Suns. They've been hot. Pretty sure they look to keep it going, Blackjack. Because the Bucks been hot as well. 5 straight wins, 5 straight covers.
Yeah, they have been. And I'm with you that if you like Phoenix, the time to do it is now, because, when that changes, it's gonna be a different story either way once he's announced in or out here. I kind of like the under here. I'm not going to play it. It's just a lean for me. But I kind of like the under because, Phoenix, people don't always think of Phoenix as a defensive team, but they play pretty good defense. And I think that you treat this game like a big game. You've got Milwaukee coming into town. It's a big game for Phoenix. I think, you get 226.5 here. I would lean under here. That would be the only lean I've got in this game, though, because without knowing Chris Paul's status, there's just no way you can bet this game unless you're just taking a shot and trying to beat the line.
Exactly. Yeah. You guys know what I do, man. I wait until the confirmed lineups in. I don't really do guessing all that shit with today's NBA. I'm not taking unless I know for a fact who's in. So the Clippers, I know everybody's gonna be in for that one. As far as and they could possibly get Beverly back. So that's one where I know they're not resting Kawhi or no bullshit. They're coming in to go. Karl Anthony Towns could come back in, or Russell in the line go back the other way, but I'm not worried about them right now. I'm fucking locked in. I'm not. But I'm sorry. But this game, the Bucks have lost the last couple in Phoenix. They don't seem to play well in Phoenix. They lost 140, 131 last time they were there. The time before that, lost 114, 105. The time before that, it went into overtime, and they was able to win by 6. It was a close game. They don't like the heat over there. Something's up in Phoenix. I don't know what's going on. They put maybe Giannis got a little side girl or something over there in Arizona. Ooh. I don't know what's going on. And they do play the Jazz next as well. I'll tell you this. Last night, I was thinking Bucks. I was looking at it. I'm looking at everything. And the Suns have been hot. Won 6 of 7, covered 6 of 7. I was thinking, okay, but I think the Bucks will come in here and stay hot. I do think they're a better team than the Suns. Then I'm getting to looking at it deeper. This just off glance, just going, you know what I'm saying, off of the hit or whatever. Now I look at it deeper. I see how they struggle in Phoenix. I see the Suns have the defenders to slow down what the Bucks like to do, and it's mainly that's getting to the hole with Giannis. This have somebody to guard Middleton. If you can have that, man, and they got ballers, they got Bridges over there. They got, let me see who them boys got the defenders. So what if you had to take a spread here, Blackjack? Would you take the Suns or the Bucks if you had a free play on it?
I would rather take Phoenix. I'd rather take Phoenix. I think, like you said, Milwaukee does play kind of poorly out there, and I think the Jazz game.
Blackjack, I'm sorry. Sorry to cut you off. I just forgot. Drew Holiday's still most likely going to be still out for the Bucks.
Yep.
Another thing that's not Forbes coming in for Holiday, that's gonna hurt them here. They need Holiday in this game. That was another reason why it was like, oh, okay, I'm off the Bucks in this game. Holiday, in my opinion, is the reason why Bucks probably take a different step this year. Their bench is starting to play a lot better, but I read Forbes coming in to be the starter here, and I don't like it here in this particular game. Like, say if Chris Paul comes in, you got Paul Booker, Mikal Bridges, then and Aiden, those are going to be really good lineups up against this book. They match up really well versus the Bucks. They do. Their bench, if they get Crowder back today, their bench won't be so bad. Crowder and Johnson, Moore, Galloway, Craig, Portis, and Augustine. I like the Suns here. If Drew Holiday's out, I'll be on the Suns. Waiting on Chris Paul for sure. If he's back, I'll likely be on the Suns here, home dog. I think they'll get the win here. Drew Holiday will be missed in this particular game, in my opinion. Waiting on lineups. I like the Suns, that one. We got a couple more games that I didn't have on the rundown. Can't have too many of them on there, Blackjack. Did you have anything on Bulls, Pelicans?
No.
No. No, I didn't have anything. The Pelicans have been hot. I know people liking it. Let's see. Let me just look at it. So OKC and Lakers. SGA out for OKC. I'd only look towards Lakers smash spot. That's the only way I'd look.
I'm on the Lakers first half -6. The Lakers have just let bad teams hang around in the last few games, and I can't see it happening again. I think they come out and put the hammer down early.
Yeah, I know people liking the Bulls today. They're not in good form, man. I know they're catching them off Pelicans off back-to-back spot. I'll tell you guys, watching the Pelicans, they're in form right now. And what do I do when the team is in form? I'm not betting against them. So it would be Pelicans or nothing for me in that game. Line come down from 3 to 2.5. Some sharps are on the Bulls here as the home dog. I mean, I could understand it. They match up well, but the Bulls are one of the teams they had. Like when you don't beat the Wizards, they're at the house. You know what I'm saying? They're off a home loss. I'm sure people can make cases for the Bulls, but like I say, man, they're 8-2. They're 2-6 ATS last 8 games, man. I don't know, man. It's just, Pelicans are nothing for me. I'm not betting the game, no. But Pelicans are in a form right now. They are balling right now. Be interested to see if it stops tonight, but me personally, I wouldn't be betting that that it stops tonight versus the Bulls. So Pelicans are nothing for me. And now, and I was looking at the Lakers, man. I don't think AD is gonna be. I think he's gonna be out again. LeBron will be laying a bunch without your best player. I do think AD is their best player, but the Thunder. If you watch that first game, SGA was their motor. He was their guy that kept them in the game. Without him, that's gonna mean light years, in my opinion. It's going to make a light years difference for OKC. So I'd be looking towards Lakers, but I'm not laying that number without a full squad. Usually when they have a bad outing or it goes overtime or something like that, it's a close game, they will come out and smack them again. Let's see. We just got to look and see what SGA had. His plus minus was only 3, but he had 29 points in the game, leading scorer by far. 29 points, 10 assists that they're going to be missing. And they won't have their backup in Maladon. So who are you going to have? Maybe Kenrick Rizzo? Well, who are you going to have running the point? George Hill still out? No, bro. You already had only 8 players. You only had 8 players the other day, so they would have to get Muscala back today to even play this game.
Right.
I don't know. And then they would still only have 8 players without. It'd be Lakers or nothing. It's a lot of points, but Lakers are nothing without HGA. That's the show, my guys. That's the show, Blackjack. Break them off with your plays, brother.
All right, we got the Raptors -6. We've got the Nuggets first quarter -3. The Lakers first half -6. Atlanta and Dallas over 232. And the Clippers first quarter -3.5.
Hey, I couldn't talk you off. Official plays for me. I'm on Clippers trifecta spot. First quarter, first half, full game. But I'm very close on Pacers +1.5. I'm very close on that, and I'll read you after the Clippers trifecta. What I had written down was in this order: Pacers, Wizards, Lakers, Hornets, Cavs, Hawks. So Clippers trifecta is the only plays for me right now, but the second best would be Pacers. I'm very close to making that Pacers. I really like that play. I'm sorry. It'd be hard for me to see the Nets come in here and get a win tonight. It's possible, and they could be pissed off enough, and they have an offense, but the Pacers are the better team, especially right now. They play defense. Nets don't. It's pretty fucking simple to me. I like the Pacers there, and Wizards their home dog. Look ahead spot for the Raptors. I kind of like the Wizards there, man. I do. I really truly believe that's the right side. I truly believe that the Hornets plus the 4 is the right side. You know, everybody and their granny is on it. The public has been winning this year. I'm gonna have to sprinkle on the Hornets to just see if I'm the one that'll be the sour guy. But and the Suns. So I have to, Suns is right there up under Pacers. If Chris Paul's in, I'll be on the Suns. They always screw me over, but I'll be on them +4.5. That's for damn sure, my guy. That's the show, man. We'll be out here. Y'all always pay attention to those late injury reports, man. Always. You definitely have to do that. We appreciate y'all for tuning in. We'll be back tomorrow, man. We gone.